Stop sending cold traffic to sales calls. They have just seen you for the first time and they don't know, like, and trust you. That's like asking someone to marry you on the first date. Instead, you want to engineer a discovery path that practically brainwashes people to booking a call. So in this video, I will show you an end-to-end system that's designed to force every lead to desire working with you and that leads them to eventually booking a call. Now you may be wondering, how am I qualified to talk on this topic? Well, I have spent the last year religiously studying the top client acquisition systems and I have distilled down the best parts of each one. So this right here is going to be what I call the trust path. This is all the traffic that you get, so short form, long form, ads, doesn't matter. So there are certain things that people, leads, prospects need to experience, that they need to go through in order for them to feel ready enough, trust you enough to eventually book a call with you. But what most of you are doing is that you're trying to skip this entire path. You're trying to get people to instantly book a call. And that's the same as trying to marry someone after the first date. And you all know that that doesn't happen. You need to go on more dates. You need to spend more time with them. You need to know their family. You need to move in together. You need to propose to them. And then eventually you will marry them. But it doesn't happen right away. And the same thing with math. You can't just go from simple addition straight to solving complex integrals. There's a process that you need to go through. There are more things that you need to learn in order for you to be able to solve these complex integrals. But what most of you are doing is that you're running ads straight to a sales page trying to get people to book a call. And that just doesn't happen. People don't marry someone right after the first date. But now you might be thinking, well, I do get booked calls when I run ads straight to a sales page. Well, yeah, but those are the crazy people. There are some crazy people that marry someone after the first date. There are crazy people that book a call right after seeing someone for the first time in a 30-second ad. But you don't want to work with the crazy people. You want the normal, intelligent, logical people, and those are the best clients that you will ever have. The crazy people are the ones who always complain and have a lot of objections. But if you actually want the high quality clients that pay much, they stay for longer, well, then you need to design a path for them to take so that they feel ready enough to book a call with you. And we can very easily visualize that path using a treasure map. So everyone starts here. This is where on your ads, your short form. And then there is a part that they go through. They gain some insight. They see proof. Then you build trust with prospects. Then they feel your value. And then eventually they feel ready enough to actually book a call and want to work with you. But this is not something that you can just skip. These are necessary checkpoints that every single prospect and lead needs to go through so that they will feel ready enough and trust you enough to eventually book a call. And now some of you may be thinking, well, I do give proof. I do build some trust. But what you need to understand is that you can't just put up some proof on a website somewhere and expect people to go find it and find this path on their own. No. You need to lay out this entire path for them. You need to build a path for them. You can't just tell someone there's a treasure in this jungle, go find it. You need to give them the map to find it. And we want to actually do even more than that. We want to put some guardrails. We want to make it impossible for them to go off path. Think about when you're bowling. If you're shit at bowling, if you're a child, you get the guardrails. So it's impossible for you to miss the bowling pins because the ball can't go out of the lane, can't go out of the path. So you want to force every single prospect to go through this path so that they all go through these necessary checkpoints on their own. And we have designed this path scientifically. We have engineered this path to increase the likelihood that people will book a call. We know that these checkpoints build more trust. We know that if they go through these checkpoints, they will be more likely to book a call. So we want to force every single one to go through them. And it's the exact same thing that IKEA does, the most successful furniture company. If you've ever been to an IKEA, you know that there is only one path inside IKEA. They have these corridors, they have these walls, and you need to follow that one path. When you come into IKEA, to get out, you have to go through that path. You have to go through that journey. And why have they done that? Well, they have through trial and error found out that if people see all these things, if everyone goes through this same journey, then they are more likely to buy something. If you have a normal store, a normal open store, just a rectangle, then people can just skip some things, just go straight to the exit. But now everyone needs to see every single product, needs to go through the same journey. And that increases the likelihood that they buy. So if the most successful furniture company does this in real life, which is much harder, why wouldn't you do this online, where it's much easier to construct these kind of things? So now that you know the theory behind the discovery path, this is what it actually looks like in reality. So it all starts from your traffic sources, so ads and short form. And your ads, you're going to want to run them to a lead magnet page. And the reason for that is that from ads, people see you for the first time. They don't know you yet, they don't trust you yet. You're going to want to make them experience what it's like to work with you. This is the first point in the discovery path. But we don't want to give out just a normal lead magnet. We want to give out a free, personalized lead magnet. And the reason for that is that it's much more enticing and actually makes the prospect experience what it is like to work with you and discover your expertise. Because a normal lead magnet, like the 7 best tips to get in shape before summer, that's just a pre-made guide or a PDF, and it's not that valuable. But when someone gives information about them, their body type, how often they exercise, their schedule, and then when you create a personalized lead magnet based on their unique situation, then it builds much more trust, and it actually makes them experience and discover what it is like to work with you and makes them trust you more. And you want to funnel also your short form viewers to this personalized lead magnet, but you want to also guide your short form viewers to your YouTube system. And very simply, this is what the YouTube system looks like. So here you have all your normal videos that you have on your channel that you post on a regular basis. But then you want to have one video that you know for sure gets you many clients. And this is what I call the YouTube VSL. So as you all know, you probably have a VSL on a website, on a landing page. But you also want to have a VSL in your YouTube channel. You want to create a video specifically designed to get prospects to book a call. A video where you take people through a journey to make it the obvious choice to work with you. So what you want to do is you want to funnel all the viewers from all your other videos to your YouTube VSL that you know for sure will convert and get you booked calls. The free personal lead magnet was point 1 in the discovery path. The first thing that people are going to experience and discover from you when they have seen you for the first time. And then after that, you're going to want to have a VSL page. And in this VSL video, you're going to want to educate prospects on your methodology, your service, and your offer. In this video, you want to make it the obvious choice to want to work with you. And for the people who are ready enough to work with you already after step 1 and step 2, then they can already book a call by this stage. They go through a qualification form where you have readiness questions, then they go to your calendar page, and then they go to your thank you page after they have booked a call. But we actually want to have 2 different paths because some people are ready to book a call earlier than others. So for the ones who don't feel ready enough to book a call by this stage from this cold VSL page, well, you want to send them a value email sequence. And this isn't a normal email sequence that everyone else has. This isn't a salesy one. This is a non-sales email sequence designed to give prospects so much and so good free value that they can't help but work with you. So the first email is going to be an introduction email to who you are. And it gets prospects also excited about the value to come in the next emails, and it has a short PS at the end to book a call. And then every email after that has a link to a YouTube video about the same topic. Every email hypes up the next one. Every email gives immense value, and every email has a case study. So all of these emails funnel people back into your YouTube system, and they also have case studies, which is an essential part of the discovery path. And then the final email has a CTA to book a call, and it drives people to your warm VSL page. And as you see, you also want your YouTube system to drive to your warm VSL page. And the reason why you don't want your YouTube people to go to step 1 is because people from YouTube already trust you more. They already like you. So they don't need to go to step 1. Step 1 is designed for people who see you for the first time, who see you from a 30-second reel, who see you after a 30-second ad. But people from YouTube have consumed a 30-minute video, so they already trust you and like you enough. So if we think about the treasure map, they already start at checkpoint 3. They don't need to start from the beginning of the map. They start from the middle. So therefore, you don't want to guide them back to step 1. That would be like going backwards on your treasure map. These people spawn in at checkpoint 3, so you want to send them to checkpoint number 4, which is the warm VSL page. On this page, you again have a VSL video, but this VSL video is designed for warmer prospects who already are at step 3. This VSL right here is designed for people after step 1. So in this VSL, you can be more direct, you can be more sales, you can be more open. This is the beauty of the entire discovery path, because you know at what stage people are, you know how warm they are, so you can have much better copy and you can be much more enticing. Because in this video, you know that people are very early on in the treasure map. They are only at checkpoint 2, so you need to be less salesy. But you know that everyone who comes to this page right here have come through step 3, and they are now at stage 4. So they are already warm. On this page, you again have a lot of case studies, which is an essential part of the discovery path. And then you get people to book a call. They go through your qualification form, then they go to your calendar page, and eventually they will book a call. So this is what the discovery path looks in real life, what it can look like for your business. So just to recap very quickly, you have your traffic and they don't know you, they have seen a 30-second video of you, they don't trust you, so you want to drive them to something free, something where they can experience what it's like to work with you, something where they can discover your expertise. So you want to funnel them to a lead magnet, and not a normal lead magnet, to a personalized lead magnet where they get personalized value for their unique situation. And then after this, you want to funnel them to stage number 2, the second as checkpoint in the treasure map, which is your cold VSL, where you want to educate them on your methodology and your service. And after stage 2, after checkpoint 2, some people will be ready enough to book a call, so you want to let them do that. But most people won't be ready enough, so therefore you have your value email sequence, which is stage 3, and obviously you also have your YouTube system in here in the middle. After stage 3, you want to have your warm VSL page, and after that, most people will be ready enough to work with you, and therefore you want to guide them to your calendar page where they will book a call. So if you have any more questions about this entire system, I will leave my Instagram in the description below, so feel free to shoot me a DM and I'll be more than happy to help you out. See you in the next one.